There are 3 DocuSign Identify steps in the Workflow Builder: collect data from an ID, verify someone's identity, and risk assessment. Let's see how to use each of them. The collect data from an ID step extracts structured details from an ID, like name, date of birth, or document number, so you can reuse them throughout your workflow. You can use this step to pre-fill agreements or drive routing logic. Here's an example of how it works in a personal loan application for a credit union. First, the applicant fills out basic loan details via a web form. Then, with the collect data from an ID step, the applicant provides their government-issued ID, and the system automatically extracts their information. To set up a collect data from an ID step, you only need to specify who will participate in the step. Data from the ID and the web form autofills the loan agreement using the Prepare e-signature template step, reducing manual entry errors. Finally, the agreement is sent out for signature and archived in an external system, like Google Drive. Note that this step only extracts data. It does not produce or store the actual image of the ID evidence. The Verify Someone's Identity step confirms the person is who they say they are. Use this step before sensitive steps to meet compliance or to gate access. Let's look at how this works in a new hire onboarding process. First, HR sends the new hire a welcome link, and the employee completes their initial onboarding forms. Next, they proceed to the identity verification step. Setting it up is simple. Choose your verification method and select a participant. If the verification is successful, the agreements are automatically prepared in an e-signature envelope using workflow data and sent out for signature. Once signed, the completed documents are securely stored with the ID evidence. Now, let's look at the risk assessment step. This workflow step analyzes workflow data and incorporates participant risk directly into the agreement workflow process. Use this step to create dynamic intelligent workflows tailored to the specific risk profile of each participant. Let's see how a financial institution might use this during a new account opening. The applicant starts by entering their personal details into a web form. Then, with the collect data from an ID step, they provide their government-issued ID, and the system automatically extracts their information. The risk assessment step analyzes data points, like their address and date of birth, already collected earlier in the workflow from a web form or ID, to generate a risk score. To set up a risk assessment step, start configuring the inputs. The default includes full name and email address, but you can include additional information. You'll also specify what data you want to save as ID evidence and choose the participant. Based on the risk assessment, low-risk applicants skip right to signing their agreement. Medium-risk applicants are safely routed to a full ID verification step first, and high-risk applicants are directed to a team member for a manual review. To meet compliance and audit requirements, a Store File step automatically archives the ID evidence. Note that the risk assessment step is currently restricted to US-based participants and needs to be enabled in your account before you can use it.